Hey guys, this is Jay Black, your Monterey Realtor, and today I am hanging out with Jack Manning of Change Mortgage, a lending officer over there. And Change is a company that specializes in the non-traditional type mortgages for people who are self-employed or maybe don't have a traditional type income. They specialize in getting them pre-approved and all ready to buy a house. So, how you doing today, Jack?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me on. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Change and kind of why you decided to join them and get started with the mortgage lending?
Yeah, I'll start from the beginning. I actually worked in title to start. I worked with Fidelity on the biggest, it was a refi only team during 2020. So I got a lot of experience really quick doing that. And one of the brokers that I worked with was like, hey, come over to the lending side. You'll love it. You'll do better. You'll get to help more people. So I did. And I haven't looked back. Getting to Change was kind of the culmination of going through a few places, and finding the right spot that just gave me everything I asked for. And also, I mean, why Change is so good is it's a CDFI, right? Which is a community development financial institution. So we get to kind of bend the rules a little bit and offer different programs that no one else can because of that designation. So my branch manager is a friend of mine I've known for 8 or 9 years now, and it's just I get this great team around me to give these great products to cool people.
That's super cool. That's a that's a great reason to change over and change. Whoops.
It's full of puns, man.
I'm sure. But yeah, it sounds like a great reason to start doing what you're doing. So why don't you go ahead and tell us then just a little bit about some of the products that you offer? Some of the, I mean, we know that you do the traditional stuff as well. You know, the typical 20% down type mortgages. But what are some, and FHA and all of that stuff? But what are some of the more some of the non-traditional type products that you have?
Our company is built around a different way of underwriting. Our flagship product is called the Community Mortgage, which is a no income, no employment product. It's we underwrite based on credit score, reserves, and then your loan to value, which is just your down payment when you're buying a home. And it's just completely no income, no asset, just something different. So that gig workers, realtors, actually, funny enough,
Uh-huh.
anybody on commission, bonus based, business owners, the list goes on. And our product stack starts there with the community, and it goes down into a bridge loan that's the same way. So you don't have to qualify for both homes. You can just buy once, buy again, and not have to worry about the in between. It's kind of like our little niche of like trying to help out. It's our products
Okay.
just through us, right?
These no income, all of those kind of loans, what do they look like as far as percentage? Like, how are they as far as competitive with the percentages, interest rates and stuff like that? Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. The goal is to meet where conventional loans are, which are around that 6% mark as of September 8th, 2022.
Okay.
In that lower 6%, and then hard money's at, I mean, 10 and 2,
Yeah.
10%
Yeah.
with 2 points.
Yeah.
We try and bridge that. So anywhere right now we're doing about 7.25-ish, depending on loan to value, credit, and all those things. 7.25 to probably 8.25 for those um, out there scenarios.
Okay. Okay. So it's a little bit higher, but not. It's not. It doesn't sound crazy. It's not like hard money can be expensive quick. So,
Yeah. Yeah, we're not charging 2 points on those loans. We try and keep it as affordable as possible, and we even have some certain programs for the underserved communities
okay.
to help them out as well.
Okay, good deal. And then for just for not everybody does this every day, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
for some of the
exactly.
other viewers, can you explain what points are and kind of what hard money is and why it's more expensive?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I do talk quickly and say a bunch of terms, but so a point is just part of your origination fee. 1 point equals 1% of the loan amount. So when you're charging points, it means you're charging to either access a product or a rate. Some banks will call it a rate access fee. Some will call it an origination fee or points, however you want to spin it.
Okay. And so
Um,
1 point is one percentage of
yep,
the loan amount. Okay.
yep. So 1% of the loan amount, not the purchase price, but the loan amount.
Hmm.
Hard money is what 10 and 2, we call it. It's what it is 10% with 2 points. So 10% is your interest rate, and then 2 points origination. So if you have $1 million loan, that's 20,000 in points at 10%.
And why is that percentage so high? Like, why do you charge so much more for hard money?
So pretty much it's all risk based is where interest rates go. So for hard money, it can be a fix and flip, a distressed property, um, no income, interest only. There can be a lot of different things that hard money does, which we try and build into our products while also offering cheaper rates compared to that.
Uh-huh.
But hard money is usually used by house flippers, people who need to close like overnight, people who don't want to show their income because they're working on, let's say, a marijuana farm or something like that. And they're paying to have more risk put onto the lender in their
Uh-huh.
interest rate.
Got it. Nope, that makes perfect sense. Thanks for explaining that.
Yeah, of
I
course.
appreciate it. So since you started working at Change, kind of what has surprised you most?
Oh man, the people I meet are awesome. Something that I didn't think getting into the loan industry would be like so good as customers and clients and friends that I've made over the years. And these products, especially, I mean, I meet these super cool business owners, realtors. I mean, you just meet cool people day in and day out. And I mean, I have friends that I need to go see in Hawaii now from this that I did a loan for back when I first started.
That's cool. I feel like when people kind of don't understand the business or they've had a bad experience with it before, the general public, I mean, they don't kind of they don't see that side of it. They're always really weary of realtors and mortgage brokers and everybody else, right? It's like we're just always out to get their money. When in
Yeah.
reality, when it's done right, it's a people-based business. Like we want to help people, and we enjoy it when we're able to make those clients friends also, right? And like there's a guy that I helped here. I didn't even represent him. His brother did from LA, but he was buying here, and I kind of helped facilitate a few things. He's become
Mhm.
a great friend. We hang out with him almost. Me and my wife, we hang out with him and his wife almost every Sunday now. So like we
Wow.
have them over for dinner and everything else. So like kind of making those friends has been great. And I'd much rather serve clients that so that they become friends in that way, right? Treat everybody right rather than just serve a client to get some money and then never see him again. Right? Like
Yeah.
that's not a good way to do business.
I mean, neither of us are in the transactional basis or on a transactional way of doing business, right?
Well,
I mean, it benefits everybody involved for everybody to be happy and like working together and have a good experience. And that's, I mean, you and me are both that way where we just love helping people and doing good things for people like that.
no, absolutely. What are some of your goals for the next year?
Yeah. So actually, I have a new assistant picked out. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get her along. She's been a friend of mine for a long time and worked with me at Fidelity, actually.
Okay.
And part of her coming on will be expanding. I'm going into a couple more states. So I'm going to be in Colorado, Montana, New Hampshire, Wyoming, and Utah,
Oh wow.
um, and really just expanding and being able to still offer great service, but just to people that don't even know it exists because a lot of those states don't have physical change offices.
Hmm.
So I have friends moving in and out, and I just want to be able to help everyone. So
No, that's great. So, I know you don't live down here in Monterey, but when you are able to come down and visit, like, what do you like to do around here? What's your favorite part of this area?
oh man, the Shoreline Inn is where I always stay
Okay.
because the water view is great. Go to the La La Grill. They have
Oh,
that surf and turf. Get that.
okay.
And then the tradition me and my girlfriend have of having the Silver Oak Cabernet. It's kind of what we always have when we're down there, and they have it at that restaurant. So it's kind of
Okay.
the first stop is there in Monterey. Go over to Carmel, do a lot of wine tasting, and just enjoying. I mean, Cannery Row is just such a great place. The aquarium is awesome as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
Oh.
haven't explored it as much as I should because there's way more to do.
Oh yeah, there's a ton down here for sure. For those of us that that have the luxury of living here, yeah, there's so much. Well, great. Thanks a lot for your time, Jack. I really appreciate it. Is there anything else that we should know about Change or about you and kind of what you're able to do for people?
Yeah, I mean, we actually didn't go over down payment assistance at all. Something
Okay.
that I'm super passionate about. My girlfriend's a teacher. Um, we all know a teacher's salary, right? It's not the best thing. But there's this program called the Forgivable Equity Builder, which I know in and out, man. I got really into this because it's such a good program. It's 10% down or 10% grant towards closing costs and down payment. So even those that aren't making a huge amount of money can get a down payment into a home and just have the access to being a homeowner. And that's,
Mhm.
I love helping teachers and those people that just didn't get into, I guess, finance or becoming a doctor. They still should be able to own a home. And that's
Sure.
just something that I'm really passionate about and want to help everybody do.
Awesome. Well, like I said, I'm going to include some links down below. Jack also sent me some information as far as what rates look like now and everything else. I can link to those files also in the description, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot, Jack. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you, Jay. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.